For this video, I will be using this beautiful wedding dress that has a very classy design with a very long tail and of course 2 double layers of tulle fabric, and we cannot forget the inner lining. What I really wanted to start with to create a lot of items from this dress, the first one will be to use the upper part of the dress, so I wanted to create a little mini dress. I will be using basic patterns. You can find my basic patterns in my description box below, as well at FashionCells-English. And of course, I'm using basic patterns only to guide myself to create this dress in my size. The first steps, of course, will be to decide how long you want this dress to be. Because it is a little mini dress, I always leave about 8 centimeters extra fabric. Believe me, it's better to let the dress be longer than to cut it too short, because once you cut the fabric, you cannot give it another life. You have to find another solution, and that is not what we want. To make it easier for me, I actually place the dress on the mannequin and just play with it, find the way how it's sewed and how many layers it had, and etc. And of course, I'm using this tool to take out the little threads and the pieces from the dress, because this is an old item and I want to use everything that I can find. For example, this tool. I will be placing this tool underneath this mini dress. You will see what I mean later on in the video. My favorite part is to make this little dress fit my body, and of course I'm using my basic patterns as a guidance of how much I need to take away from the sides, from the breast, from the waist, from the hips, to create this as perfect as possible to fit my body. Now that the dress does fit my breast and my waist, I will be cutting the edges so the lower part will be exact. So I'm just evening the cut that I made for this dress. And of course, the fun part is to add a tulle. Once you had ironed and sewed the lower line of the inner lining for this dress, then you can move on to place the tulle. I wanted to have it as fluffy and big as possible and not to be like too much. So I tried to be playful, but in the like very classy level, not too much or too like costumey. This is just something that I would like to wear in real life. So I didn't want it to go like overboard. I just wanted to have it very perfect. Once I sewed the tulle on the dress, it's time to cut it. You could leave it like this, but I didn't like it. I really wanted to cut it to have it more shorter, because I didn't want it to be seenable this much. So I cut it about 4 centimeters, and then I place it on the mannequin, and then I cut it as well on the mannequin. It's much more easier once you have it on the mannequin. For those who do not have mannequin, I really recommend to invest in a good one. Mine is not good. I am saving money to actually buy a very good one, but so far I'm gonna do work on what I have, and I really recommend actually to buy a very good mannequin, because it really helps a lot, especially mannequin with your size, because if you're sewing clothes for only you, then it's perfect to find mannequin in your size. Of course, the last little details are to iron. It's a lot ironing, and then you will find the result will look much better. The seams, everything will look better if you iron it.